Most buyers don't struggle in Hawaii because it's a bad market. They struggle because what they do is they bring the mainland expectation into an island reality. And if you don't adjust that early, this market will frustrate you fast. I'm Tiandra Mills with the Pacific Lux Group. Let's talk about the biggest mistakes I see buyers make and how to avoid it. A lot of buyers come with expecting a $500,000 to $700,000 budget to buy a large, turnkey, single-family home because that is what it buys in many places in the mainland market. In Hawaii, the same budget often means something very different. Here is a clear, factual breakdown. What this usually means is an older home, smaller square footage, dated interiors, or a condo, and sometimes a condo with a higher HOA fee. That is where the struggle begins. Here are the real numbers for Honolulu. Median condo prices really start about $520,000. That is for a condo. The median single family home averages about $1.1 million, and townhomes are usually someplace in between. The average condo size here is about 600 to 900 square feet. That is normal for this market, but it shocks buyers who aren't prepared and who are from the mainland. Another mistake I see people make here all the time is buyers chasing what looks like a good deal instead of focusing on a good location. In Hawaii, equity is strong, but it is driven by location, views, the land, and not cosmetic updates. Cheap properties come with trade-offs: poor HOA management, deterred maintenance, rental restrictions, and lower resale demand. The price may look attractive, but in the long-term value, it usually isn't. Buyers often overvalue cosmetic updates, and that is a classic mistake. People sometimes will focus too much on the flooring, the cabinets, the countertops. What actually drives the value here in Hawaii is going to be the location, the lot size, the views, and building equity. Paint can also be changed. Cabinets can be replaced. The location and structure cannot. A bucket of paint costs about $50 at Home Depot. A better location costs a lot more. It's often more worth it. Many properties are sold here as is. Sellers are often willing to fix safety issues, but not a lot of the cosmetic ones. So wanting a perfect, fully upgraded home at a discount price usually leads to one thing: waiting indefinitely. Most buyers qualify on paper. Where they struggle here is emotionally when they start to compare where they can get in places like Ohio, Idaho, Kansas. Monthly carrying costs can add up very quickly here. Electricity is one of the highest in the US. The salt air and the humidity increases maintenance here, and materials don't last long here because of it. That is part of island living, and it costs different. Whereas a $600,000 condo with a $1,200 HOA fee here is not unusual here. And so people who are coming from the mainland often get frustrated because a lot of the upfront costs that adds into the sale very quickly. Another thing buyers underestimate here is the competition. Cash buyers here are real. Here on the island, we have a limited amount of land. People are constantly coming and going, but demand always stays high here. Waiting for the price to drop doesn't align with the demand, which is another way buyers miss opportunities. The biggest mistake buyers make here in Hawaii is looking for perfect instead of looking for practical. They refuse to adjust expectations, they ignore local realities, and they compare every single detail to the mainland. This is when the market feels impossible. When buyers succeed here, it's because they shift their mindset. They prioritize the location over cosmetic. They understand the numbers, and they buy to what works, not for what looks perfect online. If you're thinking about buying in Hawaii, I want to help you avoid these mistakes. I offer absolutely free buyer's consultations. We'll talk through the budget, we'll talk through your expectations, your lifestyle, and what actually makes sense for you here. No forcing, no false compromising, just clarity. Aloha, and I will see you in the next video.